This is part 2 of our series on the architecture of self-respect. If you missed the last episode, here's what you need to know. Most of us have a double standard. We keep promises to friends, show up for colleagues, honor commitments to everyone else. But when it comes to ourselves, we break our word constantly. We negotiate. We bail. Today, we're talking about how to fix that. Not through motivation or through positive thinking. Instead, through disciplined action. This is the construction phase, the rebuilding of your internal reputation. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Self-respect is not a feeling you wake up with one day. It's not something you affirm into existence. You have to earn it. The currency that earns it? Disciplined action. Think about how trust gets rebuilt with someone else. If they've let you down, what do they actually do? They show up. They follow through. They keep their word consistently. Not once, not twice, over and over until you believe them again. You're going to do the same with yourself. Not through apologies or promises, through action. Every time you follow through on a commitment to yourself, especially when you don't feel like it, you send a message. I can rely on myself. My word matters. I'm someone worth respecting. This is how self-respect is built, brick by brick, choice by choice. People misunderstand discipline. They think it's restriction, force, self-denial. But real discipline is alignment between your standards and your behavior. It's treating yourself like someone whose commitments matter. When you live up to the standards you hold for yourself, you earn your own trust. Rebuilding self-respect is tough at first, but not because the actions are hard. It's because you are repairing a fractured identity. You're moving from, I don't trust myself, to, I'm becoming someone I can trust. That transition takes effort, but it's temporary. The identity you build, that becomes permanent. Here's what this looks like in practice. It's Tuesday at 6 a.m. You said you'd go for a run. It's raining. You didn't sleep well. Your bed is warm. And you run anyway. Not because you feel like it, because you said you would. That's the deposit in your self-respect account. Small acts compound. The workouts you don't skip, the promises you don't break, the tasks you don't avoid, the standards you don't negotiate yourself out of. You don't need dramatic change. You need consistent alignment in the moment. It's quiet, but this is what works. There's a moment when discipline stops being effortful. You'll know it when it happens. You stop negotiating with yourself. The workout just happens. The task gets done. You're no longer proving something. You're just being who you are. That's when your actions stop being about earning self-respect and start being about expressing it. That's the important transition, and that's where you're headed. What we've been covering is the construction phase, and this is where most people quit. Not because it's impossible, but because they don't understand what's actually happening. You're not just building habits. You're rebuilding, or maybe building for the first time, an identity. If you've never had self-respect, or you've never been disciplined, this part is harder. But it's also, in that case, worth more. In the next episode, we're talking about what happens when the work begins to feel easier. When you stop acting to earn self-respect and start acting from self-respect. That's the identity phase, and it changes everything in your life. That's it for today. Catch you next time.